fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphin starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. The rookie, Brandon Jones, picks it off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins now taking the field, led by the 5th overall pick back in April out of Alabama, quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin.
The ball
and they're going to... Stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 39. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. 11 yards there. 1st down. 8-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught at the 7. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Seahawks ball carrier.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 18 carries, 68 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They'll run the screen with Carson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down and 4, Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Carson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On second down, it's Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Seahawks 3.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
No.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check mark 27, check mark 27. I got you. Watch the ship,
Tua going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Looking for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Throwing again here, Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Complete to number 14.
DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. I got you.
Tua now on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
15-yard line.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 56. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. All day.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Taking it about the 1. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Two and now on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
Back to Brown, this time complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
He was brought down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On play action, here's Tua. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Marquise Blair, 2nd-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Jordan Brooks
brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it.
Here we go, team. Here I come. Here I come. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Yellow, team. Black shot.
Here we go on 4th down with Tua. And the pressure gets to him again. Carlos Dunlap and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right, He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that blocks.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Number 14.
DK Metcalf. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Miami set to take over.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On first down, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Marquise Brown.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go, dude. Let's go.
Tua to try again on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack.
Brings up 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Tagovailoa. This is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we're going to get a timeout here, as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Check right, 27. Check right, 27.
They'll run it here with Logan. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
TJ Logan, the ball carrier.
That call makes sense. Because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I don't think you got it, son.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
56 is Mike. 56 is the most need. There's a party now. 56. Mike. 56. Check the outs. Check the out. Check the out. 56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the 1st quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And they give this time to the tailback. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Check 15. Check 15.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
17. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
A pass underneath for Carson.
No gain, and it's 2nd down.
To Chris Carson. No gain on the play.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett.
Wilson's pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
8 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They run it with Carson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That one to Swain, complete.
Complete to Freddie Swain. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
Wilson's
and he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
On the delay, here's Carson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Wilson's pass incomplete on the jump ball. It's now 4th down.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So Russell Wilson in the offense, down by 5, 55 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. That catch good for only a couple.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Back to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He's back to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now